Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M54 Renegade. It's an American Tier 8 premium heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Serene Coast, and this one is under the command of giddyliddy. Now, the M54 has only been out a short while because it was in a sort of mini marathon just before Christmas. Probably the wrong time to actually hold a mini marathon. I think Wargaming tried to squeeze this one in as a sort of replacement for the failed Halloween game mode. Well, it's interesting because it's got a 105mm gun, and it handles in many ways a bit like a fairly good medium tank rather than a heavy tank. And you can see giddyliddy's taken her off to the peninsula. But rather than going actually onto the peninsula, she's trying to rescue a T-52 who got stranded. He must have flipped going over a rock, and thanks to the T-3485, they managed to get him upright again. But they were exposed for a fair amount of time, and it looks like the enemy weren't in a position to actually put a shot into them. Or at least, maybe that T-52 could have put some damage in this direction, but he forgot to do so. And, well, giddyliddy just got in the way of that T-3485. Now she's going to try and put a round through that 4502. She gets one into him. Remember, this gun will do 360 alpha, so that was a high roll. With the APCR, she's got penetration of 255mm. Okay, she was spotted, but she's not going to stick around for any more shots. Going to try and move up a bit. Well, I say in many ways it looks like a medium tank, but maybe like a pattern. But it's got the egg-shaped hull of the T110E3. You can see there. Now that can be a good thing and a bad thing. If it's properly angled, it can deflect shots. If not, then you might be able to get a shell through the corner. And unfortunately, she's going to rub up against this T-3485 now, because trying to use her gun depression to get shots at that AMX CDC. Now, is she going to move up? It looks like her teammates just got into the water to try and get around her. Yep, there you go. He's moved up. Now, we're going to go the near side, or the far side rather, not the near side. Here we go. 45 TP's the first, but oh, now he's a bit difficult to get a shot at. He's sitting on that corner. She's side scraping out. Yep, she gets a nice round into him for 351, which is a low roll. That T-52 she saw earlier has come back, and he's now sitting near that church. Fires another round in, bounces around from the 45 TP. You can see this hull. This turret is actually quite strong. It's got very bouncy characteristics. Yep, only takes a round in the tracks from the T-52. Reload time is quite long though, 8:33. So she needs to prioritise her shells, and that's a good prioritisation. She takes the T-52 out of the game. Now that AMX CDC just took a shot, popped out. He's got very low armour. 40 TP first. Ow, took a round there from the 40 TP to the left. And Ram kills him. Now, can she put a round into... Yes, she puts a round into the CDC. She's now got a wreck between her and the 45 TP, but he still gets a round into her, and I think it was on the corner of her lower plate. Panther takes a round. Where did she get hit? You can't specifically see it, but... Oh, in the turret there. You can see there, it's actually in the turret. Okay, she's just pushing past the wreck, goes to the Panther, takes him out of the game. Just using that wreck for cover. It's a very good technique actually, use wrecks, but again she's got that big barnacle of a commander's cupola, which is a weak spot. But the 45 TP hasn't actually been using that weak spot. Let's see if he does so this time. Yeah, good shot, right lower plate, and took him out. So, no more defenders on this side. There's only 5 enemy left, but there's only 5 left on her team as well. Now she's up against the Scorpion G, Tiger P, Super Hellcat, T25AT, just got killed by our T28, so she's only up against 4 enemies now. Our guys seem to be defending our cap area, and it's just the KV3 and giddyliddy who are going for the enemy cap. So we can suppose that the enemy tank destroyers are actually going to be near their cap to defend. Giddyliddy's decided to go around and come in through the back door, whilst the KV3 goes in through the front door. Let's see how that works out. She might catch them unawares if they're defending that corner. Oh no, she's actually decided, it says she's going after that T3485. And there's the Super Hellcat over the other side of the map. Now we're not capping yet. Now we are. That might attract them back. Super Hellcat's in a position to be hit, and she misses her chance. She could have shot straight through that building. She probably would have hit the Super Hellcat as well. Sometimes you ought to, think about, firing through cover to get to the target. The Super Hellcat's got a very weak armor, so shooting through a building will mean that you will still hit the target. In fact, with a high performance half-inch caliber machine gun, if you had somebody who was sitting in a house defending it with and they were hiding behind the wall, you just shoot the wall with the half-inch caliber. It'll just go straight through, kill the people on the other side. So you don't wait for them to poke up and appear at the window, just shoot the wall of the building and get them that way. Well, we now know where the Scorpion G is, and of course the Super Hellcat was down in the dip, and oh, there he is. And it looks like they're headed back to their own cap. Scorpion G goes down to our Scorpion, who's a little way to the south. Now, can we get a shot into this Super Hellcat? No, because he gets wiped out by the KV3. And that means it's the end of the battle, because there's no more enemy left to kill. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's a third-class tanker for giddyliddy in the M54 Renegade. She managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. She got 4 exactly. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged her. A fighter effect for more damage than the hit points of her own vehicle. And she got the high caliber. She actually dealt more damage than anyone else during that battle. And the win rate for the game was 4,290. She's at the top of the table when it comes to damage, 2,977 hit points of damage. Next high score was the Reveler Risei with 2,669. After that, the T28 with 2,139. When it came to kills, she's got the top of the table again with 4, and nobody else managed to get above 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, yep, she's got the top in all 3 columns, 1,018 base experience points. The KV3 got 957, and he picked up a steel wall as well. She fired 12 shots in that game, got 10 direct hits, 9 penetrations. It's a decent gun, it does tend to work. 2,977 hit points, of which 811 were at more than 300 meters. Received 8 hits from the enemy, 4 were penetrations, 4 non-penetrations, and she blocked damage of 565 hit points. Spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 4, and 394 hit points of spotting assist. On a premium count, she earned 87,927 credits, got 43,964 from the holiday ops, and total came to 131,891. After repair and ammunition resupply, she took away 73,246 credits. She received 1 bomb for getting the high caliber, and 1,527 XP, 12,216 for completing the mission and events, 153 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 13,896 altogether. So a very good battle there for giddyliddy, getting the high caliber, top in all columns, and she really didn't have to do that much work, really. It's just the engagement on the peninsula, really, that was the troubling time. But you can see how those shells, when she aimed at the Jagdpanther, even some distance away, and all she could see was the front of his vehicle, she just carved straight through that armor, no problem whatsoever. And so yes, this is a fairly strong tank in that sense. So long as you hold down and angle properly, you should be okay. And yeah, so if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification button if you want to be alerted to another replay, and thank you for watching.